the County Federal Credit Union, TNT, Northern Maine Community College, Scoville Building Supply, FAP Body, United Insurance, J. McLaughlin Construction, Daigle Oil Company, Priority Auto Sales, Rick Hannigan Plumbing, Cushman & Sons, KVHC, County Ag and Turf, Holton Tire and Steelstone, Maine Equipment, Griffith Ford, Napa and Coastal Auto Parts, Pat's Pizza, Madigan Home Healthcare, Pioneer Times, Pioneer Broadband, Thompson and Hamill, Aroostook Limousines, Huber Engineered Woods, Jeans Electronics, County Physical Therapy, Katahdin Trust Company, White Smiles, Maine Baseball Academy, S.W. Collins, Nortrax, Herring Brothers. Now let's go down to the floor.
We all know that fresh new paint can quickly transform the look and feel of your home. Our trained staff can help you select the best paint and color for your mood and budget with our new Color Journeys color matching system. Best look paint and primer in one. It's easier than ever to do it yourself, and it means less time and money spent on the project. Make your personal color statement and go where the builders go for quality do-it-best paint at the best price. The S.W. Collins Company in Caribou, Presque Isle, Holton, Lincoln, and Fort Kent.
Excellence at ground level is what you get with J. McLaughlin Construction in Holton. Founded in 2012, the company plans the construction of streets, residential areas, and commercial buildings, and they are involved in both public and private projects. Their high-quality work and many years of experience have earned them an excellent reputation and a loyal client base. Regardless of whether you need a detailed plan for a building or would like to build a road, J. McLaughlin Construction is your reliable partner for all your engineering needs. Call J. McLaughlin Construction at 532-6335 or 694-2546.
This is Ben Adams from Priority Auto Sales. Listen, I know you've been seeing a lot of these orange plates around town lately, and trust me, I'm not just paying people to drive around in our vehicles all day. Every day we're selling cars, trucks, and SUVs. Why? It's simple. Discounted prices up front, great selection, and low pressure sales. We're simply not playing the games. We really are creating a new way to shop for a used vehicle. Check us out at yourpriorityauto.com and like us on Facebook. Priority Auto Sales, Route 1 in Holton.
Be good for Nana, okay?
But they messed that all up.
Why?
They went to break like halfway through your opening.
Yeah, I messed it up too because I don't even know what 1 minute's gonna be.
Huh?
I don't even know what 1 minute's gonna be now.
They fixed it.
from the microphone.
They're on first. All right, I'm with Lady Vikings coach Kayla Brown, now formerly Kayla Richards, correct? Yes. Okay, coach, a big stretch for you right here. Looking at your schedule, you have a ton of heel points ahead of you, and I know you want to grab one of these games.
Yeah, that would be huge for us. We're sitting low in the standings right now, but right in the area where we could possibly get a prelim, so we'd like to stay there.
Yeah, and you've got a bulk of your games on the road coming up, 2-2 so far, and Paige Espling's back this year and makes a huge difference.
Yeah, she definitely makes a huge difference. Even just her presence inside, she's so tall, she grabs rebounds for us, and she does a great job defending the paint as well.
Look like you have a couple of players who've been shooting the ball pretty well from three, maybe Kimmy Susi.
Yep, off and on, and our players kind of alternate. You never know whose night it will be, so it's a good thing and a bad thing, I guess, but a good thing if at least one of them's hot.
I know you never know what you're going to see from Hermon. They're a well-rounded team, but they like to pound the ball inside, have a lot of depth. I think they'll probably try to go at Paige.
Yeah, absolutely. They're very deliberate and patient, and they don't turn the ball over a whole lot, but hopefully we'll be able to protect the paint.
Okay, nice talking to you, Coach. Wish you the best of luck. Good seeing you again.
Thank you, you too.
Good luck.
All right, Brian now going to make his way over to Hermon Hawks head coach Chris Cameron. Let's once again go down to him.
All right, with Lady Hawks coach Chris Cameron. Coach, right where you thought you might be at the beginning of the year, 11-1. Great stretch so far. Only a few heel points from being at the top. And I look at your schedule, and you have 6 home games coming up.
Yeah, pretty fortunate. That's a nice schedule. We made it through the gauntlet of a lot of these road trips. A lot of good teams in Class B, and playing them on the road is never easy. 11-1 towards the top. No, I wouldn't have thought to start the season this is where we'd be. We're an extremely young team, only two returning players. So the young kids have stepped up. They've bought in, and they're playing pretty well. So still a lot more to work on, but I like where we're at approaching the home stretch.
Yeah, and you've been able to use that depth at times in foul trouble, especially with your freshmen and sophomores. They've really come through.
Yeah, I've been impressed with their development. We had a lot of freshmen on the team last year that are now returning sophomores, but they didn't play a lot for us. So they're all stepping into new roles. They've done a really good job, and we've got a few freshmen that are giving us valuable minutes when they're called upon.
Paige Espling for Caribou back. Missed a portion of last year with an injury, but should be a good battle between her and Megan Tracy down inside tonight.
Great to see her back on the floor. You never like to see a team wearing any jersey miss time. They've only got 4 years, so it's unfortunate, but very happy to see her back on the court. She's her height and her length, changes them on both sides of the ball.
Guys are very versatile and can do a lot of things on the court, but one thing that's been constant is working the ball down inside. We see more of that tonight, Coach?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we always try to pride ourselves on defense and start with defense first and see if we can get points in transition that way. If not, we look for the good shot. We like to go down low, but, if they're doubled down, we've got shooters this year that we can go inside out. So a lot of times we're just waiting to see what they throw at us.
Okay, always good to watch your team play, Coach. Haven't seen you for a few weeks, but right back at it today. We're up in the Hawks' Nest, and best of luck.
Excellent, Coach. Thank you.
All right, and that was Hawks head coach Chris Cameron. About 2 minutes to go here in pregame warm-ups, listening to the J. McLaughlin Construction pregame show. Let's take another break, and when we come back, we'll get set for our County Federal Credit Union starting lineups from Hermon High School. We'll be back in 90 seconds on WHOU.
Be good for Nana, okay?
I love you. That's not me.
A moment like this is decades in the making. The County Federal Credit Union, partnering with you to achieve financial success so you can enjoy the moments that matter. CountyFCU.org.
Hello, this is Tony Bowers at Bowers Funeral, and we want to wish good luck to all area basketball teams, boys and girls, as you strive for the gold ball at the end of the season. We are proud to be a part of your communities and our family serving your family since 1900. Good luck, play hard, and above all, be good sportsmen.
From kitchen excellence to building damage, owning your own restaurant comes with a lot of liabilities.
Among drivers, vehicles, and business property, there's a lot of exposure.
If our equipment fails, we know United Insurance has us covered.
For us, finding the right words for marketing campaigns is simple. Finding the right insurance is not. That's why it's nice to know United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
The United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
All right, and welcome back to Hermon High School as we get set for our County Federal Credit Union starting lineups. Once again, thanks to County Federal Credit Union. Make sure to check them out if you're looking for banking needs, as we appreciate their sponsorship and allowing us to bring these games to you. So once again, Caribou coming in on the road in this one, looking to up their record and get some worthy heel points, whereas Hermon looking to defend home turf.
Our first look at Caribou this year, and anxious to see how they play with Page back this year. Number of starters back from last year, and as you said before, they've got a huge schedule coming up. They play at Hermon today, then they have a home game with Foxcroft Academy, then they finish up at Ellsworth, at MDI, at Old Town, and at Presque Isle. After 3 quarters right now at Old Town, it's the Old Town girls leading Presque Isle 50-34. That's unofficial.
Huge game up in Old Town. So as we get starting lineups for Caribou, we see Kim Susi, Taylor Schedule, and for Hermon so far we have Paige Plissy, and along with Maddie LaBelle, Paige Espling for the Vikings, Sydney Gallup from Hermon, number 15, Selena Savage, Megan Tracy for Hermon, and to round out the 5 for Caribou, Taylor Lebrecht, and for Hermon we see Elizabeth Wyman. Officiating crew on hand, Mr. Fry, Mr. Weatherby, and Mr. Stu Marcoux. All right, so set and ready for tip-off here. And official word out of Old Town from HOU's very own Stevie Carmichael. Old Town with a 16-point victory, 56-40. So big heel point worthy win for the Coyotes.
2 strong showings in their last 2 games. To get back in there, they'll pick up some big heel points today. They'll probably almost shoot up to 4th place today.
So it'll be Mr. Weatherby to throw the ball in the air And tap will be controlled by the Vikings. And quickly a three-point try is going to be off iron. And rebound finds the hands of Espling, and her second chance opportunity going to fall. And Espling, what Coach Cameron talked about in the pregame, Coach, wanting to limit her touches inside, and quickly off the bat, she gets 2.
Yeah, 11 points, 11 rebounds a game, imposing down inside. And again, Hermon working the ball patiently, trying to go down inside. But Espling's right there.
As ball is lost out of bounds and last touch by the Hawks. It's been Hermon's strength this year. They've really looked to go on to Tracy inside as we see a little 1-3-1 pressure put on here by the Hawks. And quickly leads to a turnover, and quickly ahead, it's Plissy to the glass for 2.
Yeah, who else but Paige Plissy? She's leading the league with steals this year with over 4 steals a game for the Hawks.
Quickly they come back the other way, and a ball loose as we're going to get a traveling violation on Caribou. Tough one there. Looked like ball was still bobbling around, but it will stay with the Hawks.
Points at a premium for Caribou this year, so they're really going to have to dig in on the defensive end.
Easy little 4-foot pop for Tracy, gonna fall, and gives them the 4-2 advantage. So far, this 1-3-1 giving Caribou fits, and finally able to get across the timeline, and a reach-in foul going to be called on LaBelle.
Again, a little bit of the 1-3-1 trapping defense influenced by assistant coach Jason Coleman on the bench this year, former Orono boys coach and director of operations at the University of Maine.
So Vikings will look to press through here and make their way to the bucket. As free throw line, Espling is going to travel. She kind of turned around there and didn't realize the amount of opening she had. Typically, you usually have somebody right on your hip catching the ball at the free throw line, that 1-3-1.
Yeah, and, just didn't get that lead foot out. Coach Brown emphasizing that she wants him to ball fake, use better ball fakes against Hermon and move the ball to the wings.
Inside shot by Wyman, not going to fall, and Vikings are going to push ahead. As nice find inside to Espling. Espling shot going to be blocked from behind. And last touch out of bounds by Espling.
Like Tracy on the block right there, and should be a great matchup between those two this afternoon.
Well, you hear Coach Brown, really emphasizing wanting to push the ball, get the ball up the floor, and not allow Hermon to set into their half-court 1-3-1 pressure.
Yeah, and Espling got the ball underneath, but a little bit too close to the basket. She's got a big block right there on Megan Tracy, and then we get a deflection by Plissy, and it's going to fall back in hands. Looks like we're going to have another jump ball. This one, the last one was a travel, so this one will go to Hermon.
So we'll see the Hawks in their box set. They'll go inside out. Wyman going to line up the three-point try, off no good, and strong rebound there by Lebrecq, and able to rip it away and gives the Vikings possession.
Yeah, we saw Lebrecq have to play a lot of posts last year when Espling was down with her injury, so she's a big advantage inside for Caribou with Espling down here.
The Vikings in their zone defense. And baseline pop not going to go. Saved in by Gallup. Leads to another opportunity for the Hawks as they go inside out.
Right now, the Hermon players can feel the presence of Paige Espling. And there's a three-point shot for Maddie LaBelle from the left wing.
And that's a golden option that Hermon has had this year, as they've been able to work that inside out. Nice pass up ahead. Espling to the glass for two. Good pass there in by Savage to find Espling on a dime. Overload on the left-hand side. They'll find Wyman inside. Ball's going to be tipped and stolen away. Vikings going to look to push and pass up ahead. Too strong and out of the reach of Savage. 4:37 to play in the first, and a 7-4 three-point advantage for the Hawks. Leaves Plessy open in the corner. Tracy inside move. Shot's going to be blocked by Espling, but an offensive rebound off the window for 2 into the hands of Gallup.
In the right place at the right time.
Espling looking to go over the top. It's going to be stolen away by LaBelle.
That's the 5th Caribou turnover already halfway through the first quarter.
And we're going to get a foul committed by Susie. Be a baseline out of bounds here for the Hawks. Quickly finds Tracy inside. Can't get it to go. And ball loose, picked up by Gallup. That's 2 times on baseline out of bounds plays so far, Brian, that Hermon's had wide open looks inside. She couldn't get that one to fall, though.
Yep.
Another turnover committed. LaBelle on the steal, and she's going to double dribble.
The Caribou with a freshman point guard, Selena Savage, younger sister, I believe, of Dane and Donovan Savage. Past players for the Caribou Vikings, and looks pretty solid out on the court so far.
So we see Cameron check in for the Hawks. Vikings will work perimeter, looking to go underneath. They'll get it to Espling. Espling double team. Kick out leads to a 3-point try, up and in, as Savage with her first bucket of the game.
As we speak.
Cuts it down to a 2-point deficit.
Inside-out game, which I'm sure Caribou is very used to when with Paige getting single coverage in the post, and when she gets in, gets double teamed, she's looking to kick it out, just like Coach Brown has emphasized earlier.
Inside, Tracy going to work left to right, count the bucket and 1. Foul will go against Espling. Tracy once again using her size and body control inside to find the seam, get the edge, and now an opportunity for a 3-point play.
Tracy, 13 points a game, over 11 rebounds a game, so having a fantastic season. And she finishes off the conventional 3-point play right there with her 5th point of the afternoon.
So one thing I do recognize, Brian, is got a number 12 out on the floor for Caribou, and we do not have a 12 in our program. So try and get a updated name on that number, not 100% sure. So wasn't aware of a jersey change before the game, but we'll try and get that name. As Caribou going to look to inbound, and another tie up, but possession this time will stay with the Vikings. And a 2.5 to go in the first quarter. 12-7 the lead, and ball's tipped and stolen away. LaBelle, right-hand side, going to go to the glass. Ooh, good scoop through.
Wow.
And able to lay it off the window for 2. Going to get our first timeout taken by Coach Brown. Be a 30, we'll take it. Doubling up so far, Hermon 14, Caribou 7. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Want that special item for this year's high school basketball season to show your team support? Cushman & Sons, locally owned and operated in Presque Isle, has team sportswear and will do custom embroidery, screen printing, logo design, digital and printing, as well as banners, decals, and other vinyl works. Cushman & Sons also can design trophies, awards, and add specialty items. Cushman & Sons, 764-3833 or CushmanandSonsInc.com. And don't forget to visit and like their Facebook page. If you can think it, Cushman & Sons will say, yeah, we can do that.
All right, and welcome back to Hermon High School. As out of the timeout, Caribou trailing by 7, 14-7. And number 12, sporting number 12 for the Vikings is Ashlyn Bouchard. Again, we apologize there on the roster error. Seems like Steve Carmichael's always got my back, so at least I know that I can count on him. So still in this trapping pressure is the Hawks, as Schedule on the left-hand side is bottled up. Now we get the double team. Good find to Schedule. Schedule underneath Espling, shot blocked, but Cameron with the bump on the body. And Espling will go to the free throw line for 2. Just the second team foul by the Hawks. Espling free throw up and in.
Right around 50% free throw shooter for Paige Espling this season.
She'll get another one to try and complete the pair. And that one will roll off. Good job by LeBret to battle her way in and draw the tie up, but possession will go over to the Hawks. So, right-hand side, as we see Karen checking in the game for the Hawks. They'll go right into Tracy, inside out. Karen gonna line up the triple, nets it. Right off the bench, 3 points for Charlotte Karen.
She's really looked solid in all the action we've seen her play this year, Coach.
Absolutely. Played good minutes this year. As another turnover, LaBelle up ahead looking for Plissy, gonna be too strong. And out of bounds, it'll go back to the Vikings.
9 turnovers in this first quarter by Caribou, and don't seem to have this 1-3-1 press solved yet.
The best opportunities they've had is where they have it right now, getting Espling into the middle and then getting the ball over the top, shooting the seams. As we're going to get another turnover into the hands of Tracy. Plessy to LaBelle, left to right. And in the paint, going to get bumped on the body. So she'll see her way to the stripe as well.
That foul is going to go on senior Taylor Schedule, her third Caribou team foul in this first quarter, and Maddie LaBelle at the line for 2 shots. Nothing but net on the first one, and pushes the lead to 18-8 for Hermon.
So LaBelle will get a second one.
We got Elizabeth Wyman in the game for Megan Tracy, and she makes the second shot also.
Makes it 19-8. Get it across, but pass is going to be too strong and tall, out of bounds. So it'll go back to Hermon.
Really the most efficient area is to be able to go to the middle of that press, that Hermon press.
Plissy's try won't go, but an offensive rebound by Karen leads to another Hermon opportunity. LaBelle on the drive. Good dish to Wyman inside, and she's going to get called for steps.
And a correct call by John Fry on the whistle there.
Veteran Fry, a good buddy, and you know, sometimes I don't give him enough credit when credit's due, but I guess I'll give that one to him.
Well, there was some contact, but it was before the travel, and right there, same thing. And Mr. Weatherby has a travel on Caribou.
No, absolutely agree with the travel call on that one. Have to get my swings in though. He knows I'm jabbing him.
Look for Hermon to run clock right here and get the last shot here and go in the end of the quarter here with at least a double-digit lead.
So you see Sadie Campbell in the game for Hermon with 10 seconds to go. Looking to work the ball down inside is Plissy. She'll find a skip pass to LaBelle, and ball is going to be tipped and stolen away. Bouchard down to 2 seconds, and that'll be the end of the first quarter of play. So after one complete from Hermon High School, it's Hermon 19, Caribou 8. We'll be back in 60 seconds with second quarter action on WHOU.
The S.W. Collins Company is the only Makita Pro Center in Maine, which means we have access to all the latest tools that Makita has to offer. Our factory-trained employees are ready to make sure that you have the right tool for any project. With over 180 tools, Makita has the largest cordless offering with a single battery platform in the industry. And don't forget, we are also a Makita authorized service dealer. For sales, service, and the largest selection of quality Makita tools, go where the builders go, the S.W. Collins Company.
Okay, and welcome back to Hermon High School as we get set to start the second quarter of action. 19-8, an 11-point lead for the home Hawks. And we'll see Caribou basketball. So we'll see if Coach Brown, in the break, Brian kind of drew up what they're going to look to do to try and beat this 1-3-1 pressure.
That was quite a catch by Paige Espling in traffic there to keep possession right here. After 12 turnovers in the first quarter by Caribou, and they're going to start off their first possession with a turnover.
So we see another baseline out of bounds play for the Hawks. 3 of them, this will be their third one. 2 of them so far have led to open looks. And that time, much better job by the Vikings to quickly shut that off. Tracy inside out. And we'll see the Hawks look to work this short quarter set once again and try and go down underneath.
Look for them to be very patient here, too. They're going to make sure they get wide open shots.
Wyman move inside, but a better block by Espling. As Plissy on the drive, too strong. Tracy's offensive chance with the left hand for 2. Good contention on shots inside by the Vikings. Just need to do a better job of closing out so far.
And need some, Espling needs some help down inside. Able to.
Ooh, nice. Ooh, Cameron able to get the scoop shot. Bobbled it a little bit, somehow got it up over the rim and count it for 2. Great dime produced by Plissy. Bouchard, 3-point try, is going to be off no good, but an offensive board by Susie. She'll go into Lebrec, little fader, going to be off iron, and Tracy will come away with the board.
3 blocks so far by Espling on Caribou. Needs some help down inside.
They'll look to work the ball. Plissy going to put up a triple try, front iron, and Lebrec finds the rebound. Quickly pushing ahead are the Vikings. Ball a little bit too strong and turned over to the Hawks. Turned right back. Bouchard, nice pass inside. Espling too strong. And rebound lost out of bounds. Last touch by Espling. So we see Schedule and Collins check in the game for Caribou.
Kind of an awkward fall right there by Espling, but she looks fine.
See Lebrec taking a trip over to the bench, and she's been strong inside for the Vikings so far. Really like her tenacity on the glass, Coach.
Yep, and going to need more help, especially against their press of Hermon.
Second chance opportunity, won't fall. And rebound ripped down by Espling. As Savage able to get through the double team.
Constant double team on Espling down inside.
Schedule, nothing but net on the 3-point try. Seen her last year, Coach, and she can put points up on the board in a hurry if she gets some open looks from the perimeter.
Yes.
So gets it to a 12-point deficit, 23-11, with 5 minutes left on the first half clock. Skip pass, finds the hands of LaBelle. She'll work inside, shot blocked. But hitting her on the body is Espling, and that'll be her second.
See if Coach Brown continues to ride it out with Espling, and I believe she probably will. Needs her on the court, down 12 with Hermon free throws right here.
Bell's first try will fall. Opportunity to complete that here. Does just that. Makes it 25-11.
4 for 4 from the free throw line for Maddie LaBelle.
Looking to get across, they do to Espling. Fine schedule. Oh, good rip and go. But quickly bottled up, and Caribou will work offense. Espling free throw line, pop off iron, and Gallup there to haul that one in. And Cameron gonna drag the pivot foot on the catch. So turnover goes to the Vikings.
Gallup with 2 points, 2 rebounds, but a solid defender and always around the ball here, giving help to Megan Tracy with Espling.
Espling inside, able to get it out, nearing the 3 seconds off the iron shot. Espling inside, and foul will be committed on the double by Gallup. So they'll send Espling to the line as she'll look to do more damage from the free throw line. Bulk of the scoring through Espling so far.
Yeah, 8 points so far, and it's going to need big production out of her, averaging 11 points, 11 rebounds per game.
So we see Karen checking back in for the Hawks. She'll look to split the pair here from the stripe. As it's back iron and long rebound to Gallup. And ball's going to be loose, and last touch out of bounds. It'll stay with the Hawks. That one almost thrown away. Gallup just turning at the right time. And good defense there by Susie. Hermon still really trying to get the ball down underneath, but as of late, Caribou's done a better job of being able to front that post option and really forcing Hermon to work the perimeter outside.
Yeah, and Hermon's a team that can put up points, and a lot of points, and Caribou a team that stays down in the 30 points offensively, so they're really going to need to get better defensively here and have to be careful with Espling with 2 fouls so far.
Well, they're doing it. They've had a good opportunity being on the defensive end as of late. They've drawn some turnovers, forced and unforced, and just need to get it going offensively. So an opportunity here on a baseline out of bounds as we see Plissy checking back in the game.
Gallup coming from the weak side there, try to give help on Espling, and almost had a steal, a close call, and a foul here. It's going to give Caribou possession out of bounds.
So we'll see Susie set the offense. Susie finds schedule. Unopportune there, Brian. That was one of those ones where she could have had a good catch and fire, but just a little off balance on the catch with schedule. So the Hawks will bring it back the other way. Skip pass finds Karen. She's going to line up another try, but that one's off iron, and schedule with the board, looking to push transition.
When Espling gets that ball at the high post, she needs to look to the opposite wing. It's been open a number of times and needs to reverse pivot and kick it out to that opposite wing.
Hermon stayed in this 1-3-1 so far the entire first half, as it's benefited them defensively, turnover-wise. As that one's going to be knocked out. And we'll give the Vikings a baseline out. Comes in. Shot by Savage won't go. Offensive rebound by Schedule. And Vikings will look to work offense once again. They'll go underneath. Espling, good move inside. Gets it to go.
Set up deep in the block, and good pass from Savage down there to give her 2.
As you said, set up deep in the block. Really forced Tracy underneath the basket and was able to turn and get it up over the high hands. Tracy inside move won't go. And this foul will go against Schedule.
Espling straight up right there. Coach is urging her not to always go for the block. Keep her hands high, and Tracy's going to make the first end of her 2 shots.
See Campbell check in for LaBelle. Second one will fall. Tracy, a great free throw shooter for Coach Cameron's ball club. Gets the score 27-13.
67% from the free throw line for Tracy. 54% from the field.
Good find underneath by Espling, leads to the hands of Collins, and she will get 2 free throws. That was a good find there by Espling. Good backdoor cut by Collins, leads to 2 from the stripe.
Well, this 1-3-1, always the diagonal passes after a ball fake will be open.
First free throw will be too strong. Cameron will check in for Gallup. Second free throw, banks it home. Let's see Caribou step up with some pressure here, and it causes a turnover. Schedule looking for Savage, gets it in the corner. Savage inside to Espling. Espling, shot won't go. Offensive rebound by Collins, gonna draw the foul on Tracy.
Great crossover by Selena Savage into the post to Espling, missed shot, but Collins just in the game has got the rebound. She's gonna go to the line for a pair of foul shots.
It's a minute and a half to play in the half. Collins free throw hits everything but just doesn't fall. And Wyman will check in.
Almost got that friendly bounce right there. That'll be 2 fouls on Megan Tracy for Hermon.
Second free throw, back iron, and rebound pulled in by Karen. (27-14). Hawks looking to add to that total here on this possession. Shot's going to be in between. And another offensive opportunity here for the Hawks. We'll play inside out. Campbell, head fake. As Susie stays down.
Caribou really daring Hermon to take the outside shot. Almost a steal there by Savage. Plissy in the lane, breaks down to Karen, and long three is no good. Rebound again by Schedule.
You see the last 4 minutes of this quarter, Brian. Caribou's done a much better job defensively, and if they could get some buckets on the offensive end, get right back into this ball game really quick, as Campbell's going to be fouled on the drive by Schedule.
Yeah, another turnover which they've limited this quarter, Caribou, but that'll be the 3rd foul on Schedule, and she came in and gave him some good energy right here in quarter number 2.
Let's see Bouchard check in after the first one. Free throw rolls around in. Second free throw, good as well. It's at 28-14. 14-point lead held by Hermon. 30 seconds to play in the half. Espling will go to Savage. Bouchard looking to go underneath, does to Espling. Espling turning fire, leaves it short. And another rebound for Charlotte Karen.
Hermon Hawks 9 for 9 in the first half here from the free throw line, Ryan.
Step back 3, Campbell won't fall. Lost out of bounds, and last touch by Wyman. Leaves 8.4 to play in the half.
Yeah, I had 29 points here for Hermon, and they finally put that point back up there. So 29-14, Hermon Hawks.
Down to 5 seconds. We'll see it get turned over. Karen, half-court heave, and she's going to travel. So he's 0.9 on the clock.
Probably going to look for something at the rim here with Espling, but she's got to be careful with 2 fouls here.
And that'll be the way the first half ends. So after 2 quarters complete, it is Hermon 29, Caribou 14. The Hawks will take a 15-point advantage into the halftime locker room. So we'll step aside, take a break. When we come back, we'll have our Katahdin Trust Company halftime show in 3 minutes on WHOU.
Nortrax is your John Deere construction and forestry equipment dealer for the entire state of Maine. Whether you're working hard in the woods or digging in the dirt, Nortrax has the new and used heavy equipment you need. Count on Nortrax for 24-hour parts and service support, plus around-the-clock machine monitoring with JD Link. Our service technicians, parts specialists, and product support technology reps are here to serve you. We stand ready as your John Deere construction and forestry equipment team in Maine.
White Smiles Family Dentistry realizes that life gets busy. We have locations in Presque Isle and Fort Fairfield to better accommodate your busy schedule. If you need to see a dentist but don't want to wait months for an appointment, then call White Smiles Family Dentistry. We are always accepting new patients and can accommodate you as quickly as possible. We offer the area's most complete dentistry, including implants, extractions, root canals, and implant-retained dentures, which saves you from trips downstate or transfers to another dental office. Don't wait months to see your dentist. Call White Smiles Family Dentistry today.
Aroostook Limousines and Ace Rent-A-Car get you there in style. Aroostook Limousines has 8 and 12-passenger limousines and a 20-passenger party bus for evenings out, proms, weddings, birthdays, concerts, whatever the celebration. Travel anywhere in-state. And Ace Rent-A-Car specializes in insurance rentals and has locations in Presque Isle, Holton, and Patton at Savage Paint and Body. Ace offers everything from compact cars to vans. Ace Rent-A-Car. We do it right and we make it easy. Reach both businesses at 768-7368.
This is Neil. Can I help you? You're where? I'll be right there. What'd you guys do?
Giving steals!
That's all you did?
Yes!
There's nothing wrong with that. I guess there is something wrong with giving away steals.
Still, this 2016 CRV SC, now only $17,995.
I don't know why.
They were good steals.
Lincoln Power Sports is the leading ATV, snowmobile parts, accessories, and outdoor equipment dealer in Lincoln. Whether you're looking for the latest new products from BRP, Can-Am, Skidoo, or today's best clothing and accessories, we've got it. It's no wonder riders and customers trust Lincoln Power Sports for ATV and snowmobile service and installation of parts and accessories. Stop by our store or browse our extensive online catalog from anywhere in the world. Call 207-794-8100. We would love to hear from you.
County.me, your source for county-wide sports, including scores and highlights from the greater Holton, Presque Isle, and Caribou regions. We also are the source for all the latest daily news and community happenings for readers of the Holton Pioneer Times, the Star Herald, and the Aroostook Republican and News coverage area. Visit us now on the web at thecounty.me.
All right, back at Hermon High School, Lady Hawks leading Caribou Vikings 29-14 in our first game of a doubleheader. My Katahdin halftime guest is Hermon Athletic Director Rick Sinclair. Rick, awesome to see you again, as always.
Yes, nice to see you guys. You guys are great and provided us great coverage. And on a personal note, it's always nice to see you.
All right, so both teams from Hermon sitting at the top of Class B North. We'll start with the girls team, 11-1 right now. A great depth on the team. A lot of very good young players to go along with their veterans, and 6 home games in a row coming up right now. So that bodes well for their team.
Yeah, they've done a great job to get to 11-1, and now, like you said, down the stretch, we got a lot of home games, and hopefully they can keep the momentum going and start playing their best basketball at the end of the year.
Addition to the Hermon coaching staff this year is former Orono boys coach and director of men's basketball operations at Maine, Jason Coleman. The 1-3-1 half-court trap, certainly his influence.
Yeah, that's his specialty, right? As you know, coaching against him, that's something that he's real good at teaching and real good at getting his teams to execute, and he's certainly been a great addition to the staff.
Caribou really having a lot of problems within the first half. Limited the turnovers in the second quarter, but they were up and close to 15 plus turnovers in the first half.
Yeah, and that's kind of the key to our offenses is forcing some turnovers and getting some easy hoops in transition. Paige is tremendous at the top of that 1-3-1, or she's got long arms and she gets a lot of deflections, and then she goes the other way and gets the ball for a layup.
Yeah, another player I'm impressed with is Sydney Gallup. Just knows her role very well. Never big in the stats, but always around the ball.
Yeah, every team needs one of her. Every team that's been real successful or has done something special has that role player that doesn't get the headlines and doesn't mind, but she certainly does the dirty work, and she's a great defensive player, a great athlete.
If you had to pick the top of Class B North girls this year, really bunched up a lot of really good teams. I don't think anybody could call anybody a favorite right now.
No, it's going to be an interesting postseason. It'll be interesting to see where the final seedings end up, and who's in the Waterville side from the PVC, who's got to play them. Old Town, PI, or Hermon. But those four teams I feel like have the best chance going in. But anything can happen. Winslow's certainly got to have something to say about it as a low seed, and somebody as a high seed's going to drop them early, and they're not an easy out at all.
And we know Winslow's done it from the 6th seed before.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm saying. Their schedule doesn't favor them, but that doesn't mean that they're a team that's actually an 8 seed. I think they are right now. I wouldn't want to play them if I'm the 1.
And we flip over to the boys' side. I know, Caribou obviously having a great season, finished up tremendous last year, and Hermon in a transition year, somewhat this year, but, we're going to go with leader of the Hawks, Isaac Varney. He's a senior, 7 points shy of 1,000. We're hoping he gets it here today, and, if I was willing to bet, he would. But tell us what he's meant to the program, Rick, 4 years, and what the Hermon program's been like with him here.
Yeah, just super consistent. I think he's something along the lines of 68 and 7, maybe over his 4 years here. He's been a 225 points a year scorer, just super consistent, tremendous defensive player. And maybe not as vocal of a leader as some of the other leaders that we've had here, but a leader by example, just how he plays and how he carries himself every single time he's on the floor.
And last year, that unbelievable tournament game that Caribou was able to win, I believe by 2. And, I would put my money on Isaac Varney against anyone defensively. But he met his match last year with Parker Depre, and they were going back and forth at it. And Depre held his own for sure, and then some.
No question, Parker Depre is a really, really good player. And they had an incredible run last year, and it's still going right now. They remind me a lot of the team we had here 2 years ago, where they just got a lot of pieces, a lot of depth, and they can beat you in a lot of ways.
Yeah, they like to get out, obviously run and gun and put up points, and you're going to see probably a classic matchup with Hermon, who likes to just make their mark on the defensive end with Coach Reed here. It's a staple here at Hermon.
No question. It's going to be that will be a big factor in this game. The tempo, who can force the tempo. If it's in the 70s and 80s, that favors Caribou. If we can keep it in the 40s and 50s, I think that helps our chances a little bit.
Okay, Rick, we need to talk more. We're going to take a break here. My Katahdin Trust halftime guest, Rick Sinclair. Back to you, Ryan.
Thanks, Mike. Thank you. Take care.
All right, and that was athletic director here at Hermon High School, Rick Sinclair. 29-14 our halftime score, 15-point advantage for the home Hawks. Let's take a 60-second break. We'll come back and get set for second half action here on WHOU.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. Sorry. You could also light a pile of money on fire.
Sorry.
Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
Get a jump on your future by exploring your possibilities at Northern Maine Community College. The team of faculty and staff at NMCC will position you for a lifetime of success. With over 35 degree and certificate programs, including our newest offerings in water treatment technology, you will be amazed at how quickly your new skills will open a world of opportunity. Visit us online today at nmcc.edu. Northern Maine Community College. Succeed here.
All right, back to begin the second half, of play here from Hermon High School. As a quick turnover goes to the Vikings, and ball will be lost out of bounds. Stay with Caribou. Time for the injury report, brought to you by County Physical Therapy. Whether you want to get back to sports, back to work, or simply back to living your life, County Physical Therapy can help. With 5 locations in Aroostook County and a new location in Bangor, visit www.countypt.com to learn how CPT can help you. Once again, I'd like to thank County Physical Therapy for their sponsorship, allowing us to bring these games to you. As Espling inside can't get the shot to go, but another opportunity for the Vikings, and going to be left short there. Brian, why don't you take us down through the stats there through the first half?
Yeah, we had for Caribou, Taylor Schedule with 3, Paige Espling with 7. We had Selena Savage with 3 and Emily Collins with 1 for a total of 14. For Hermon Hawks, Allie Cameron with 2, Paige Plissy 2, Maddie LaBelle with 9, Sydney Gallup 2, Charlotte Caron 3, Megan Tracy also with 9, and Sadie Campbell with 2. 15-point Hermon lead at halftime, and Hermon Hawks an impressive 9 for 9 from the free throw line in the first half, and basically giving them the 15-point advantage.
So we see the pressure defense. We're going to have a collision at midcourt, and looking to go inside. Savage is going to drag the pivot foot and travel.
Tried that up and under move. That's the second time she's done that, so looks like might be one of her signature moves right there.
You get a timeout taken by Coach Chris Cameron. 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him. 29-14. Our score will be back in 30 on WHOU.
Out here, builders choose Advantech products to provide a durable base that helps prevent bouncing and warping. So in here, you can enjoy the beauty of luxurious finished floors without worrying about pops, squeaks, or creaks. Because out here, and in here, there's no better sound than the peace and quiet that comes from Advantech products. The flat-out best for a quiet, stiff floor.
All right, and welcome back to Hermon High School. 29-14, our score. As Hermon out of the timeout, it'll be their basketball. Taking it the length. See a little bit of a 1-2-2 trapping pressure here from Caribou. As they'll find Tracy inside. Shot left short, and the Vikings will go ahead. Schedule shot blocked by LaBelle. And looking to save it in. She's going to be stepping on the end line. So now Caribou looking to force tempo themselves.
Yep, trying to up it here and get some points on the board. 14 below their season average, and Hermon well over 50 points per outing, so they're going to really have to up it here.
Savage at an open look will find Espling. So go right down underneath to her, double team. Schedule going to step into a 3. Going to be off iron. Another offensive rebound for Espling, though.
That's that skip pass to the opposite wing I was talking about in the first half. It's going to be there.
Good find inside. Savage gets it to Espling, and perimeter passing leads to an open look inside for Espling once again.
Espling with 9 points so far for the Lady Vikings.
Gallup, good.
Beautiful move.
Under scoop to the left hand for 2. A lot more crisp passing so far, Brian, by the Vikings. That's going to be the third foul on Tracy. And we talk about that one a lot. If you're going to play from behind, you're allowing them to get the pass inside.
Oh, Kayla Brown, head coach of Caribou, certainly a solid player in her days for Presque Isle Wildcats, lefty guard, and knew how to get it done on the court. And good addition to the Caribou staff right here.
Schedule looking to get it in, going to throw it over the top. And it will turn back over to Hermon. (31-16). Wyman looking to split the defenders. Shot won't go, but foul going to go against Espling. And that'll be her third.
Saw that lane right down Broadway and put her head down, went to the basket. Good size for Elizabeth Wyman, and Espling with a lower body took her out there, and Wyman's going to get 2 free throws. Again, Hawks 10 for 10 from free throw line.
Knocks down both.
And I didn't jinx her.
Makes it 33-16. Didn't jinx her. Must be your day to go buy a lottery ticket. Espling, as they'll look to work perimeter once again. Able to pick up the basketball. Savage is going to go inside. Ball's going to be tipped, but it'll stay with the Vikings.
Seems when they go to the corner, they get Espling in single coverage, although her pass out is stolen by Plissy.
I think Hermon might have got away with one there. It looked like Espling was raked across the arm trying to get that ball over to Susie, and we'll see who the foul on there goes for. It'll go on schedule, be her fourth. And without hesitation, Coach Brown going to Collins. First one's up and in by LaBelle. So exactly 5 minutes to go in the third. Bell looking to complete the pair. And leaves it short. And rebounded by LeBrack. Vikings will get it across. Good find to LeBrack. Just couldn't get the notion to the hoop. Now good defender split by Savage. Leads to a LeBrack base jumper that'll rim out. And rebound pulled away by Plissy.
Espling got to be careful there. Going to get an over-the-back foul.
Good pass. Wyman on the street, can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound. Second chance, she's going to go to the free throw line once again. Put that one down on it. Collins. Knocks down the first. Second one in two.
Such a smooth shot form for sophomore forward Elizabeth Wyman.
Vikings will get it across the timeline. Look to get into their half-court set. Good find, leads to a Susie three, but back iron. And rebound pulled in by Gallup. Now 2-on-1 break. Gallup to the glass, won't go. Fouled by Susie.
.20 Hermon lead right here.
Get a correction there. It was 2 for Susie. So it'd be her second as well. And first one up and in. Guess 2s are wild, Brian.
Deuces.
Karen checking in for Wyman. Second free throw, roll off. Vikings looking to get it ahead. Pass too tall for Espling. Out of bounds. Back to the Hawks.
Again, Caribou really able to limit their turnovers in quarter two. This quarter, they've pushed the team total up to 20 turnovers so far.
Stubbs checks in the game. Cameron has the ball tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. So ball 2 stay with the Hawks. with 3.5 to play in the third. Oh, good find inside to Karen. Can't get the left shot to go. And rebounded once again by who? Paige Espling. Savage looking to go to Stubbs.
Oh no, that looked like that was off of Hermon right there. And they're going to change that call right there. It's going to be Caribou possession.
So it'll be their ball in front of their own bench. Espling, double teamed. Gets Collins at the free throw line. Shot's partially blocked. Finds hands Espling for 2. Just battling hard inside, Brian, and fighting for every point.
Going to need some breaks. Look like a travel right there. We're going to need some breaks at the foul line. Caribou going to need some Hermon breaks, but Cameron comes right back with a 3 from the right wing and pushes their lead up to 22. Maybe only a 2 right there, huh?
Foot was on the line, I believe, yeah. Double team, ball's gonna be tipped, stolen away. Karen gonna lose the handle and gets it to LaBelle. Let's see, inside, Karen shot blocked by Espling. Rebound off the deflection taken by Lebrec.
Espling with 4 blocks right now.
Stubbs 3-point try, left short. Lebrec rebound, up and in. Said it in the first half. I like the way she plays off the glass. Brian has hauled in a good amount of rebounds in traffic for the Vikings.
5th rebound for Taylor Lebrec and her first basket of the afternoon.
Hawks will play inside out as we're underneath 2 minutes. Pin screen leads to a Cameron 3. Nothing but net.
Likes that spot right there. We're going to get a full timeout here by Caribou head coach Caleb Brown.
42-20 our score. We'll be back in 60 on WHOU.
The road to planning your financial future can seem like an uphill battle, with countless goals and paths to choose from. The most suitable place to begin is with Thompson Hamel LLC for a free financial checkup. Thompson Hamel has many tools available to help you chart your course on your financial roadmap. Let them help guide you through all the phases of your life. To get to your destination, you have to start. Start today so you're better prepared for tomorrow. Thompson Hamel LLC. Your family, your future.
Madigan Healthcare Services provides a continuum of healthcare from skilled nursing facility, rehab therapy, to home health care.
After 5 days in the hospital, they suggested that I come to the Madigan. The level of care, the service, the respect that they showed me, even the aftercare, everything about it was really excellent, and I feel healthy. So the services that I've received at the Madigan have enabled me to get back to those things that I really love to do.
All right, back out of the break with 1:40 to play in the third quarter. It'll be Caribou basketball.
Do have a boys score from earlier today. Ellsworth boys 57, Orono 45. Girls score, I believe, was Old Town 57, Presque Isle 40.
Yes. 56-40.
56-40.
Yes. You're going to get a reach-in foul here by Charlotte Cairn. Going to go right into Espling, turn and fire. Almost money. She gets that ball on that block, Brian. She don't miss very often.
No. 13 points in the afternoon, 2 above her average.
Approach 1 minute to go in the third. They'll go down to Cairn. Cairn, oh, great defense. Just an even better finish on that one. Got the bump, falling away from the basket, and floats it with the left hand.
Off the glass.
They'll go right back into Espling. Espling, turn and fire, too strong. Offensive board for Collins. Gives Caribou another opportunity. LeBrecq going to turn and fire. Too strong. Another offensive board by Espling and shot up and in.
8-point quarter for Espling.
Ball's going to be tipped out of bounds, but last touch by Collins. 20-point game, 44-24. Plessy will get it in to Cameron. And wouldn't be surprised if we see the Hawks hold for one here. LaBelle going to line up a try, back iron, and rebound pulled away by LeBrecq on the closeout. Down to 6 seconds. Savage on the drive. She'll kick to Stubbs. Lines up the triple. Too strong. And that'll be the end of the third quarter play. So after 3 complete from Hermon, it is the home Hawks 44, Vikings 24. We'll be back with fourth quarter action here in 1 minute on WHOU.
County Ag and Turf Supply is at its new home on 7 Dow Siding Road in Caribou, offering the same great service. Randy and Jerry are working hard to supply the county with the best products. They offer Blue Seal Feed, Sentinel, Inspire, and Dynasty and Triple Crown for your equine, Home Fresh Extra Egg and Multi-Flock Pellets, and Crumples and Mealworm for your poultry, Entrust Pet Food for your cat or dog, Minerals for your beef and dairy. They have feed for all your livestock. County Ag and Turf Supply also has wood pellets, lubricants, and of course, Willow the Blue Seal Rabbit on the premises. Stop by County Ag and Turf Supply today.
Outfit your vehicle for tough jobs with commercial truck body and accessories at Main Equipment in Hermon, Maine. At Main Equipment Company, we sell and install truck bodies, lift systems, garbage removal applications, and snow and sand spreading applications. Storage boxes and bed liners is also available. Call us at 207-848-5738. Dump bodies, hook lift hoists, truck bodies, sand and salt spreaders, rubbish packers. The right fit for your truck. The premier company in the state of Maine. Main Equipment Company.
All right, back at Hermon High School, 44-24, 20-point advantage for the Hawks and the basketball. Like the atmosphere here at Hermon, Brian, in between quarters during timeouts, the music being played as they went with the old classic YMCA there. Looked like cameraman Hunter Flynn was getting into it. Gonna get us going up here with the YMCA.
Got a quick 30-second timeout by Hermon.
So we'll stay right here out of the break. So 20-point lead for the Hawks, and quick timeout called by Coach Cameron, and just an opportunity to kind of settle down the troops and get them into action.
Yeah, he felt a turnover coming on that trap right there, but he's going to talk to his club out there, young team out there, and wants to keep possession here and not get any chance of Caribou getting back in the game right here early in the fourth quarter.
So inbound finds Tracy, and shot blocked by Espling, but gonna bump her on the body, and that'll be the fourth foul on Paige Espling. So 7:51 to go in the game. Espling picks up her fourth, but trailing by 20, where all of your offenses basically come through Espling. It's a play it through situation.
Yeah, and design play obviously after that timeout by Coach Chris Cameron. We're going to have Plessy rebound the miss free throw right here and reset Hermon offense. Looks like we're going to get Espling's going to get a little break right here, I think.
We're going to get a bump and a foul out front committed by Savage, which will lead to Abby Robbins checking in, getting her first look, as she will come in for LeBrecq. Sideline out of bounds, 7:38 to play in this one. Campbell going to go underneath to Wyman. Tracy, head fake and go, too short. Another rebound for Espling.
Yeah, she just faked like she was going to go for the block there and threw Tracy's shot off just a little bit.
Espling on the drive, her own, going to travel. Espling nearing double digits in both categories.
Don't know if she really dragged that pivot foot right there.
Kind of just lost her balance when she turned and bumped into the defender there. But we see it go the other way. Tracy looking for a cutter, finds it in Gallup. Gallup to the glass. Too strong, ripped down by Savage. Savage will go to Stubbs. Her shot off the window, won't fall. Offensive rebound, Espling, guess what? Put it in the book, 2 more.
Caribou not backing off, full court man-to-man pressure right here, trying to get Hermon to make a mistake here, but they're very savvy. Some good ball handlers on. We're going to get a bump right here on Emily Collins.
Going to be a bonus situation the rest of the way for the Hawks. 18 points, not an insurmountable amount with 6:40 to go. Just need to get stops on the defensive side, which they've done a better job of here in the second half. Just inopportune on the offensive end to get buckets to fall. And with the way that the Hawks have been shooting from the free throw line, the place that you don't want them to be.
Yeah, only 2 misses on the afternoon so far for Hermon at the free throw line.
That one will rim out, and another rebound by Espling. 45-26. Good find inside to Collins. Won't go. Rebound Espling. Second chance opportunity for 2.
Again, I think it's 46-28 right here. No, actually, that's right.
Tracy holding at the free throw line. Thought about the shot. Gives to Wyman. Wyman's shot won't go. Going to get bumped and fouled by Robbins. So Wyman with 2 free throws here from the stripe. Dips and fires. That one is bottom of the net. Once again, a reminder, doubleheader today from Hermon, as we'll have a JV boys matchup in between at the conclusion of this one before we see B North boys action between Hermon and Caribou. One of those ones that was circled on the schedule to begin the season, Brian.
A rematch of last year's Class B North final that the Vikings won by 2 points. They were able to stop a 50-plus game winning streak for the Hermon Hawks.
So they stopped that 50-plus game winning streak, and we talked about it a little bit earlier, and they have a home win streak here since 2016.
Yeah, 30 games in a row for Hermon Hawks. Boys team quite impressive back to December of 2016. The last loss coming to MDI.
Wyman stepping out with the free throw elbow pop for 2. And gets it back up to a 20-point lead for the Hawks, 48-28. And his pass is going to be knocked away inside, but it will stay with the Vikings here with 5:21 to play. So they're going to try to go down into Robbins. They do. Robbins inside move. Leaves it short and finds the hands of Tracy.
Good lefty baby hook, just a little bit off the mark.
Wyman on the drive, shot too strong, and a foul going to be called. Connects on the first. Faith Coombs checks in for Gallup, as she'll get her first look in the ballgame. Wyman to seal the pair, and does. Do a 22-point edge.
7 for 8 for Wyman in the second half at the free throw line.
Savage strong move, leaves it short though, and rebounded by Tracy. And Hawks have numbers, 3-on-1 break. LaBelle to Wyman, shot up and in. It's what you talk about on filling your lanes on a fast break, Brian. Able to hit the outlet, get the hit-ahead pass, and just go right to left. 3-point try. Savage off, no good. Rebounded by LaBelle. LaBelle streaking down. And she'll dribble it back out. Tracy looking to go inside, but quickly shut off by Robbins. Wyman, free throw line pop. That one will rim out. Another rebound by Espling. That gives her double-double, unofficially. Even though I think that you're an official book, Brian. I think you're right on top of it. Mr. Susi would agree, I bet. So 3:50 to play in the game. And good read by Stubbs to knock it away out of bounds. And Cameron will check in for Plissy and Wyman. While we see Sutherland check in. And we'll see Susi check back in as well. Karen corner pop is going to be left short. And Tracy tracking it down, looking to save it in. But finds the hands of Susi. Sutherland will find a streaking Espling for two. Love it when the post player runs the floor, Brian.
Yeah, playing hard. 21 points for Paige. Go along with 10 rebounds and 4 blocks, so certainly did her share on the court here today.
But like we talk about, rewarding the post player for running the floor.
Yeah,
she's played end to end.
She's been in all game, and senior not giving an inch to Hermon right here, right now, down 22. Nice offense right there.
Lise, I tell you what, I've been impressed with LaBelle today from the Hawks. Talking with Coach Cameron, we talked about how he's going to have to find some players that can really step up, and LaBelle, I believe, can be one of those players. She's got a good touch from the outside, and she's really shown how she can control her body, running the floor and getting inside for Coach Cameron's club.
Very versatile. Maddie LaBelle, Elizabeth Wyman, Megan Tracy, solid sophomore front court. Really tough to compete against with their athleticism and size. Probably won't see much of a drop-off next few years out of those three.
And substitution for Tracy will be Rogers. .245 to play, 54-31. And foul to be committed by Susi out front. Will be double bonus, 2 free throws. And, Brian, if you're Caribou coming out of this game, there's some positive reflections that you can see from it. Early on in the contest, the 1-3-1 really gave them fits and was able to allow Hermon to get out to that, huge lead early on by forcing all those turnovers. But here in the second half, Caribou's done a much better job of defeating that press.
Yeah, Hermon Waterville, really two teams up the top of the Big East, not Big East, but Class B, that can put pressure on you full court. Need to control that end of the game, and Caribou needs to get better at that. They will see Ellsworth, MDI, Old Town, Foxcroft, and Presque Isle after this. So something to work towards down in the 20s here.
Offensively, they've seen glimmers of great possessions. I mean, I thought to begin the second half, they really did a good job of working the ball around the perimeter, and like you talked about, that diagonal pass, which led to a lot of opportunities for outside shots and one-on-one post-ups inside for Espling, as they've really need to key in on trying to get the ball to Espling in her hands. We talk about it all the time about each possession, there's one player that you want to see touching the basketball. Not necessarily has to shoot and score every time, but just kind of like a floor general.
Yeah, you're going to need some other players to step up and make outside shots against Caribou, for Caribou.
It's Coombs with the nice take and goes to the basket. As checking in, we'll see. So now here's a question for you, Brian. I've never seen this before, but I got to check the jersey. I can't see if that's... Disregard what I was going to say. The jersey was folded over, and I thought that Hermon had 2 number 11s. I thought that Cody's jersey said 10. Oh, Campbell going to step out, says, I want 3, and I'll make it. So we see Cody checking in the game for them and for Caribou. See Miaterio checking into the game. Shot's going to be too strong. And Campbell will bring ahead with 1.5 minutes to play. To Rogers, shot blocked by Espling. And pushing ahead is Sutherland. And his pass is going to be too strong, out of bounds. And it will go to the Hawks. Minute 20 to play in this one, 60-31. As we'll see Hermon up their record here in this one to 12-1 as Caribou falls to 4-9. But still in that hunt in the playoff wise, Brian, like we talked about, they have a lot of heel points on the line. And, I'm sure Coach Brown will take a lot from this one and, have these girls ready for their next contest.
Well, they need to, upset somebody that's ahead of them, get those heel points. And the tough part is that only one more home game for them, so they're going to have to do it on the road. And, the final 4 weeks of 3 weeks really of the season, will be starting the tournament in less than 4 weeks. So prelims will be a little over 3 weeks away.
Espling inside, gets it to go. Count it in 1. But it's a team that I feel like the pieces are there. They just have to put it together. I see that they have a good, strong inside presence with Espling along with Lebrecq, who really works the boards hard. But they have good guard play as well. Just going to be one of those things of, hitting some outside shots, as I talked about with Schedule. Can really, light it up in a hurry with her outside play. And Kimi Susi, a, tough, hard-nosed defender that really can be a floor general for Coach Brown's club.
And, yes, and Espling's going to leave the game right here with less than a minute left, 24 points. 24 points, 12 rebounds, 4 blocks.
So with 43 seconds to play, we'll see Rogers go to the free throw line for 2 shots as we sit at 62-34. One thing I also want to do, Brian, is I want to thank all of our viewers, obviously, WHOU and a Aroostook connection, as that's where our main base is, but have a lot of viewers all the time, and especially, from the Aroostook County area. We see, the county really travels well, but we also have a great online presence, and just want to take time to thank our viewers for everybody that tunes in on a nightly and every game basis to allow us to bring these games to them.
Yeah, and I know next weekend we'll be able to see on WHOU, we'll be able to see both Caribou and Presque Isle teams down at Ellsworth. Great environment down there, and always a lot of excitement. And, to get another chance, the Lady Vikings down there against Ellsworth next weekend and MDI.
So plenty of games coming up as a 3-point shot there, put up and in by Robbins. And ball loose on the floor, and good job there by Sutherland. Some hustle, and give her the Tommy points with 2 seconds to go. And that'll be the way this one ends. So after 4 complete, Hermon with the 23-point victory, 60-37. Hermon will up their record to 12-1 as Caribou falls to 4-9. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have our post-game show from Hermon High School in 1 minute on WHOU.
Don't get flush-traded. Get Rick Hannigan Plumbing and Heating to handle all your pipes. Master Plumber Rick is ready to get your pipes back in action. Give Rick a call today at 538-7131 and like him on Facebook.
Scoville Building Supplies may be a little store, but it's a whole lot more. You can find most anything you need at Scoville Building Supplies: plumbing, painting, lumber, windows, or doors. Everything you will need for your construction, remodeling, updating, or building. Call Scoville Building Supplies today at 425-3192.
Hi from Jeans, where you'll find better TV and more ways to enjoy it. Get 190 channels for $59.99 a month with Dish. Plus, get a free voice remote on us. And remember, we're also trained Nest Pros and deliver white glove service for all kinds of smart home solutions, like the Google Nest Learning Thermostat or the Google Nest Cam Outdoor, which lets you look after your home from anywhere so you can travel worry-free. So come and visit our newest location on Stillwater in Bangor, or visit us online to find a local store near you.
All right, and welcome back to Hermon High School as the Hermon Lady Hawks finish up a 60-37 victory here in our first contest. As you see down the floor, the JV boys warming up, so they'll have their game, and then we'll be back with varsity boys action, which should be an exciting one featuring Caribou and Hermon. But before we get there, Brian, why don't you wrap us up with some stats?
Okay, final statistics unofficially for Caribou. Taylor Schedule, 3 points. We had Selena Savage with 3, Taylor Lebrecht with 2 points and 6 rebounds, Abby Robbins with 4, and senior center Paige Espling with 24 points, 12 rebounds, 4 blocks, for a total of 37 Caribou points. For Hermon, 9 players in the scoring column. Faith Coombs with 2, Allie Cameron 8. We had Paige Plissy with 2, Maddie LaBelle with leading scorer for Hermon with 12, Sydney Gallup and Charlotte Caron with 5 each, Megan Tracy 10 points for the Hawks, Elizabeth Wyman 11 points all in the second half, and Sadie Campbell with 3, total of 60 Hermon Hawk points. Ryan said pushing them to 12-1. We'll move them, I believe, up into second place. Be close today with Presque Isle dropping a game. I know they split with Old Town during the season, but could move Hermon up depending on how Waterville does today.
Class B girls is a division, Brian, where, like we talked about earlier, I don't think that there's a clear-cut favorite. You know, in some of the standings we say, oh, well, we looked at this one and be like, oh, that's a clear-cut favorite. But I think there's, you know, a group of teams that can really, you know, not only put points up on the board, but play on the defensive side of the basketball. And we've seen it. You know, the Winslow girls come out of the 6th seed there 2 years ago, and we've just seen good, crazy things happen at the tournament. But I find that Class B is Class B North, at least anyways, is a division where I think things are open. I mean, I think you have a couple teams that people, you know, see as who could be the favorites, but I think that there's, you know, 1 through 10. I mean, the teams that I see, I believe, are teams that can, you know, make something happen come tournament time.
Yeah, and actually I was wrong. Waterville doesn't play until Monday, the holiday, Martin Luther King Day. They'll be at Oceanside. So, you know, it'll be interesting to see where teams end up. I know teams looking for that top 2 seeds to get a bye in Class B. Top 2 or top 3?
Top 3.
Top 3. So, you know, right now we have, I would think, Waterville, Hermon, Presque Isle, Holton, Old Town, all bunched up at the top. In MDI in 6 right now, not too far behind. But Waterville have a big game at Oceanside on Monday. Oceanside, 10 wins and 3 losses this year, having a big season down the KVAC. So this will be the home stretch here. 3 weeks to go. Teams at the 2/3 mark, and be interesting to see where the seeds end up. Teams looking to get a bye, teams that are going to have a prelim, teams that need to travel in their prelim games. So they'll be jockeying back and forth. A lot at stake for the rest of the season here.
Yeah, I lied to you. It's top 5 that get buys. I forgot only 11 being taken in the tournament. So we've seen that last year where we did a 2 6-11 matchups, which was with the Ellsworth boys and girls last year. So 11 teams get in, top 5 get buys. So people jockeying for position to stay away from, playing on the road early or, enabling themselves to get that automatic bid to the Cross Insurance Center floor. So things really starting to wind down. It's hard to believe, we were just in this gym a few weeks ago in our second broadcast of the season. So things coming quickly, and points are really becoming desperate for some teams down the stretch, or becoming to a point where it's the difference maker between playing at home or playing on the road. So that'll do it for our first contest. Hermon 60, Caribou 37. We'll be back at you in about 90 minutes time, but stay tuned on WHOU. Could be sooner, as we'll have the Game 2 from Hermon this afternoon. It'll feature Class B boys, Caribou on the road to take on Hermon. So for Brian McDormand, I'm Ryan Lincoln, Hunter Flynn on the camera, and Marco producing back at the studio. Hermon over Caribou 60-37. We'll be back at you here in just a few minutes' time.